Happy New Year. Welcome to America's Medicare Supplement Training. Let's get started. Glad you could join us today. Got a lot of great information to share with you. America's competitive advantages that can help you increase your sales, uncover additional opportunities, and ultimately we want to save you valuable time, keep you in front of those new clients that are ready to buy Medicare supplements. It's an awesome time to be in the Medicare supplement business, so we applaud you for having this market focus. And after today's training, we hope you agreed it's an excellent time to offer America's Medicare supplement solutions. Many agents, some of the reasons why they choose the America's Medicare supplement for their clients, we've had a fantastic AEP season last year, so if you're one of those agents, we thank you for your business and partnership, and we look forward to supporting you in the new year. If you're new, we welcome you. We look forward to the opportunity to earn your business. Some of the reasons why agents choose America's solution is sometimes it just comes down to process. And with America's e-application, this offers agents instant underwriting decision right there at the point of sale, not only for your fully underwritten, your open enrollment business, but also your fully underwritten business as well. You can expect an instant underwriting decision when you use the e-application. This helps you reach more clients that need Medicare supplement, whether they be face-to-face or remote clients. Our e-application offers many signing options, tablet signing, voice signature, email signature options, and the great news, what this means for you is there is no more follow-up phone interviews on that fully underwritten business with America's Medicare supplement and the e-application. Your clients will appreciate that they can receive that immediate coverage. Today I'm going to share tips on how you can access great rates in many states, the states where you're doing business. You'll be able to access today. We're excited for you to get started, and we'll cover the definition for America's 10% household discount. This has been very exciting because your applicant is not required. If they have a spouse, their spouse is not required to apply for America's Medicare supplement solution in order to qualify for that 10% household discount. So if you're taking notes, keep that in mind. And there's no policy fee. Excellent carrier rating. That's important to clients as they make that important purchase decision. Many times in part, they make the decision based on the strength and stability of the carrier. They want to make sure that the carrier is not just here today, but will be here tomorrow for the long term to pay those important claims. And with America, we offer many competitive advantages we'll share with you today, and one of those is with the free marketing booth. This is where America wants to help agents like yourself to help you generate business, generate leads. This is an excellent time of year to create your own personal digital marketing account. And how that works is if you have social media contacts, for example, whether it be LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, this is where you can share with your contacts pre-approved advertising material that we've created for you. They're called marketing booths. And this is just another way for you to generate those leads and business quote requests. And if you're not active in social media, that's no problem. Possibly you have contacts in either your email accounts, Gmail, Google, maybe you have contacts in your CRM that you'd like to share one of these pre-approved marketing booths. This is just an excellent way for you to generate business in the new year. And keep in mind, America wants to make sure that you have everything you need to get started today: supplies, sales tools, training. And for those agents that partner and lead with America, in addition to offering very competitive commission, which again, if you're taking notes, you're currently not aware of your commission level with America, please reach out to your IMO, your upline, or the agent services team here at America. We can help you access your commission schedule. But in addition, this offers you the opportunity to earn up to an 8% bonus on your Medicare supplement business with the You First rewards. And I know many agents have qualified for the You First rewards, and we have now enhanced the program. Instead of it being a 6-month before it's paid out on a monthly basis for those agents that qualify. I'm America's Sales and Marketing Trainer. My name is Stacey Gear. I encourage your participation in this training today. So if you have any questions on anything that I cover, feel free to enter your questions in the chat box. I'll be addressing those throughout the training. And you have a very seasoned agent services team here at Americo. We want to help you before, during, and after the sale. The great news is there's just one number. You can reach us at 800-231-0801. And we realize you're working real hard out there in the field, many times evenings, weekends. And when that important question comes up, whether it be maybe it's about your commission statement or you need materials, you can consider utilizing this email address that you see here on the screen. It's agent.services@americo.com. We can research and reply to you very quickly, and that way you can do what you do best, and that's stay in front of those new clients so you can qualify for the You First rewards. Why not give yourself a raise in the new year? I think all of you deserve an 8% raise. Now, one more housekeeping tip that I'll share just here at the beginning, because this question comes up quite often in the training, is the question is the training recorded? And many of our trainings are recorded, and you can access those at your convenience. We have a whole menu of topics. If you'd like to know a little bit more about a specific product or a process that Americo offers, simply log into the agent portal on americo.com. Then from your personal dashboard, simply click on the orange button that's titled Resource Center, then click on Online Training Recordings, and here's an example of the menu of topics. Whether if you need a life solution for your younger clients, we have a number of very competitive life solutions over here on the left-hand side, final expense, and then we also cover, we have shorter trainings on various processes that if you'd like to know more about, those are available after the training at your convenience. Now, with the You First rewards, how this works, just want to make sure that you're aware, because this has been very well received by agents, and this is paid out directly to the agent. You can use this money however you desire, and how it works is for agents that produce at least $15,000 in annualized premiums starting September 1st, 2018. So there's still plenty of time to qualify. This runs through February 28, 2019, right in time for a nice spring break that you can take if you desire. And for those agents that qualify at the $15,000 and above, this is where they can earn a 4% monthly bonus payout in addition to your commission. And then for those agents that lead with Americo, when you consider the average case size for Medicare supplement, you can understand that this is very attainable. And for $30,000 and above, you can receive an 8% monthly bonus payout. Now, one of the requirements is that 65% must be fully underwritten business. But here's the great news. Your open enrollment business can help you qualify for the You First rewards. Now, what would be excluded is if you have a guaranteed issue case or a disability case would not qualify for the You First rewards. So this is how the program works, and that's not all. There's also a top 5 bonus. So if you're competitive, which I know many of you are, at the end of the qualification period, February 28, 2019, we'll take a look at everyone's production. And the agent that is in first place based on production, Medicare supplement, this is where you can earn an additional $5,000 bonus. That's pretty sweet. Second place is $4,000, third place is $3,000, fourth place is $2,000, and then fifth place is $1,000. So if you have any questions on how the program works or if we can help you track your success, give us a call here at Americo. That's what we're here for. Okay, so this is the next topic that I want to cover. This is what gets agents excited about Americo, is because many times it comes down to rates. You want to offer your client the best rate that's available. And with Americo, we have a 10% household discount. And how this is defined or how your applicant can qualify is if For the past year, they've resided with at least one, but no more than 3 other adults who are age 60 and older. That's just one way that they can qualify. And the reason it's worded that way, that first bullet point, just want to make sure that they're not in a nursing home environment. Now, the second bullet point that you see here on the screen, this is really what opens up the opportunity, and I already touched on it, because if your applicant lives with another adult who is their legal spouse, America will waive both that 1-year requirement and the age requirement. They're not required to be 60. They're not required to apply for America's Medicare supplement policy in order to offer your client that 10% household discount. And of course, if you have a couple or an applicant that has a domestic partner, they're in they have a civil union partner, America will consider those as a legal spouse as long as those partnerships are valid and they're recognized in the applicant's state of residence. That's not a problem. Now, what we're sharing here on the screen on the right-hand side, it's a little bit hard maybe for some of you to view, but this has been a popular one-page fact sheet, especially if you prefer to submit by paper application. And I'm going to share where you can access this, because this will answer a lot of those common questions that come up, just to ensure that you have the best experience right there at the point of sale. You want to be able to quickly find those answers. And we have created this microsite for you. This is one of my favorites, because this is why you can start today. You can access all of the information that I'm sharing with you at www.americomedsap.com. If you've got your smartphone in your hand right now, you can bring this up on your smartphone. You can bookmark it in your phone or your iPad, and that way the power will be in your pocket no matter where you're at. You'll be able to access America's competitive rates. You will be able to access the paper application packets that will help you quickly determine if your client's eligible. We have just knockout questions, health questions, and to access the paper application packet, for example, there's a tab on the left-hand side of the screen titled Applications, and then the blue button in the center of the screen, click on the state where you're doing business, and I'll just bring up the live version here. And here we are, Applications. Simply choose the state where you're doing business. And this will be very helpful to get familiar with the health questions. You can open that application packet up, print it out if you like, and the same questions will be on the e-application as well. And I just want to point out where you can quickly access that state variations flyer or the one-page fact sheet that has been popular with many agents, to ensure that you're quoting an accurate premium and that you have all those state variations. Now, of course, the e-application will do all of this work for you, just based on a few fields that you enter on the e-app. This will ensure that you have all of our current state-specific forms, that if there's any variations, the plans that are available in that state. So, for example, Illinois, that's one of our top 10 states for production. You can see on the screen how the premium's based. Is it a attained age, community rated, issue age? Our tobacco rates allowed during the open enrollment or guaranteed issue period. We have a column there that will provide that information for you. For most states, the plans that are available are A, F, G, and N, and we have a few, such as Illinois, where we have the high deductible plan F. If you have an applicant that is under age 65, there is important state variations to keep in mind. For example, Maryland, the only state is, the only plan that you see here would be Plan A. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is the column for the 10% household discount. There's a handful of states where the 10% household discount is not available, but as you'll see in just a moment, I'm going to share where America shines and how we stack up against the competition with regards to rates, and how you can offer a very, very competitive premium in those states. Now let's just look at, here's one, Montana, for example. There's a variation over here on the right-hand side. If I scroll down to the bottom of the page here, for Montana, married couples must have lived together for at least 12 months to qualify for the discount. I know we have agents that have joined us from Pennsylvania. The variation for the household discount there is the other adult does not have to be over age 60 to qualify for the discount. The other adult must be in a legal relationship with the applicant to qualify. So this is where you can find all those answers to your important questions. I know we've got some excellent questions coming in the chat box, and I think that that will address those. And if not, just keep the questions coming in. That's what I'm here for, and this will make the training not only valuable for yourself, but for others that have joined as well. So let's look at some rates. And what we're going to do in this example we have on the screen now, we ran a quote for a female age 67. We're going to look at a Plan F. That's one of the most sold plans. So in this example over here on the left-hand side, there's a few states where the shade is a little bit darker gray blue. For example, Illinois, Ohio, and Oklahoma. Those are 3 states where the 10% household discount is not available. But as you can see, for a 67-year-old female, Americo's rate is here in blue, $116.61. If you're doing business in the zip code in Illinois, and in Ohio, $127.33, very competitive, great rates compared to the 3 main competitors, 3 main carriers here on the right-hand side. And now I know that we have agents that have joined us from all over the country, so I want to share some tips on how you can access rates in the state where you're doing business right now. And the next call to action would be to, if you've got that smartphone or iPad, we have the sales tool, a quoting tool that you can bookmark. Because based on feedback that I receive from agents, sometimes it's confusing depending on the filters, maybe the quoting tool that you utilize. If your IMO if you're using their quoting tool, if they've not added Americo. Another reason why it can be confusing is there's Americo offers 2 rates for fully underwritten business. We have a standard rate and we have a class 1 rate based on your applicant's height and weight. In order to remedy all those issues, if you are interested in qualifying for the You First Rewards, go to www.quoteamericomedsup.com, and this will solve all those issues for you. I'm going to bring up the quoting tool because I think it's easier to see than this, the PowerPoint here. And let's just read a quote together. So if you've bookmarked that in your smartphone, you can enter the state where the zip code where you're doing business. I'm going to enter the zip code for Kansas. And to keep our examples consistent, I'll just choose 67-year-old female. If we wanted to look at a Plan G, we can do so. And then from here, of course, it's simple, get quote. But I just want to point out, there's 2 rates based on, if it's a fully underwritten case, the rate that you would choose depends on your applicant's height and weight. The first rate that will populate, and this may be mixed in with, if you're using your quoting tool, you may see Americo's Class 1 rate, which is 15% higher. So in this example, it would be $135.75 without the 10% household discount. The standard rate is $118.04 if you've got an open enrollment case without the household discount. But as I mentioned, if you joined us late, if your applicant's married, they can qualify for the 10% household discount. Their spouse is not required to apply for America's Medicare supplement in order to access. The tip I like for you to leave with today, make sure that you click on Apply 10% household discount over here on the left-hand side, or Apply Discount is what it says for Americo. The premium adjusts, and now it's $106.23 for standard, $122.17 for the Class 1 rate. Now, the next question you may be asking is, how do you know if your client is Class 1 or standard? Well, that's easy, because if we come back here to the microsite one more time, and the first tab at the top, if I click on rates, this is where you can access the bill chart. The bill chart is included in all those paper application packets. It's built into the e-application. So this is why when you use the e-application, this will ensure that you're quoting an accurate premium. When you submit business to AMERCO, it's going to be complete in good order. So I'm going to click on bill chart, for example, to give you an idea of what that looks like. If you prefer paper application, this is important, because otherwise you may be quoting the wrong premiums. Okay, so if you have an applicant that's 5'4", if they weigh between 100 and 180 pounds, this is a fully underwritten case example, they can qualify for AMERCO's standard rate. Now, if they're above in weight, that's where you would quote the Class 1 rate, which is 15% higher. If they happen to be below, here we have the Class 1 rate as well. Then you have the two decline columns to the far right and to the far left. So all of this information is available to you today. You can access at www.americomedsup.com. You can also access the quoting tool right here if needed. We have the rate charts, just depending on how you like to view the information. Many tools and resources available right here that may be important to you. So especially for Florida, there's various areas that you may want to take a look at. And that's available when you click on the rates. So let me know if you have any questions on how that works, or if you have any issues accessing the quoting tool. This will just ensure that you've got AMERCO's best rate. No username and password required. I love it. If you're like me, I have too many passwords to remember. And today I want to share with you an excellent practice management solution with, that AMERCO offers agents that are contracted with us. This is where you can create your digital marketing account for 2019. It's your own personal account. You're in control. If you're contracted with AMERCO, the first step to get started, this will help you generate lead requests, generate quote requests, generate business. Simply go to americo.insurancestrip.com. This is where you would log in. If you have already created your account, you would simply enter your email address and the password that you created. If it's your first time, there's a link here, create account. So this is just for agents that are contracted with AMERCO. We have partnered with Zeti Software. They were named one of the top 50 technology companies, insurance companies in the world. And this is a competitive advantage that AMERCO is bringing to you. If it is your first time to create that account, once you go to americo.insurancestrip.com, the first step would be to enter your AMERCO agent ID, your AMERCO agent number. And then the next step would be to enter the last 4 digits of your registered home phone number here, and then click on Next to get started. And it's very simple. We have a library of the pre-approved marketing booths that you get to decide which ones that you want to share depending on your target market. And this would be shared to your contacts in your various accounts that you choose. If you want to send them, maybe you have Google contacts, Gmail, Yahoo, or if you have social media, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, there's only 4 steps. And you're going to love this dynamic reporting that's available. Step 1 is where you would select and preview the various marketing booths from the library and decide which ones that you want to send. And we have an example. So here in the upper left-hand corner for your personal digital marketing account, you'll see the AMERCO name. And then what's nice is You can't really see these marketing booths on this screen. However, when you log in to the live version, you'll be able to see the various marketing booths. It has very powerful imagery. And what's nice about it is when you send that out to your personal contacts, the marketing booth is going to be personalized with your picture that you select, your contact information, and in the upper right-hand corner, this is the booth tags. Booth tags or the library. And it's broken up by market. So, for example, final expense, Medicare supplement, there's also mortgage booths that are available. Step 2 is where you will decide to link either your email or your social media contacts to send out the marketing booth that you selected. So it's very quick, easy. You're in full control. And let's say you decide you want to send the marketing booth to your Google contacts. And then when you bring up your list of Google contacts, maybe you decide that there's 2 or 3 people on there that, you want to delete those people from receiving that marketing boost. You can do that. You can customize, and if there's maybe a contact that you want to manually add, the nice feature is you can manually add a contact if needed. That's how neat this is. And then step 3 is where you would send the marketing boost. So here we have an example of your smartphone. So in this example, maybe you have contacts, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google, or Gmail, and then click on Send Marketing Boost. And then step 4 is where you can access the reporting to see which marketing booths get the most interaction with your contacts. And what's nice about it is, let's say you share the marketing booth with maybe your Facebook contacts or your Twitter contacts. And depending on who likes, maybe you have contacts that like that marketing booth, and then their contacts may see that. Maybe they want more information regarding the marketing booth. They may request a quote request or additional information. And that's it's been very successful, popular with many agents to help you generate leads and business. So step 4 is the cutting-edge reporting. Again, we'll bring up that site. It's americo.insurancetrip.com. And then each agent that participates in the marketing booth will receive a report within 7 days. Because, for example, if you have contacts that are younger or contacts that are older, depending on which marketing booth that you share, it will be interesting to see, like, if you receive more clicks on the marketing booth for your Facebook contacts versus your LinkedIn contacts. And you can see what's working, what's not working, and determine if, you know, what to send in the future. So it just provides great feedback. And here we have an example of some of the reporting that you'll be able to access so that you can determine the leads that are generated, engagement by social media if you decide to share a marketing boost with your social media contacts. So in this example, there was more engagement with the Facebook contacts versus some of these other social media accounts for this person. It may be totally different for you, depending on what you share and who you're sharing it with. You also have reporting on the number of clicks for the various accounts, engagement by email. So for example, when you look at the research and the statistics and the amount of time that individuals spend every day on social media, if you want to have that interaction, you can do so. If you're not interested in that and you just decide that you want to share to your contacts, email contacts, you can do that as well, and then take a look at that reporting. So it's pretty, it's a great time of year to maybe implement some of these excellent practice management solutions that Americo's bringing this to you for free. And here's an example of the report or the follow-up email that an agent would receive. It would be personalized with your name. So this is an example of a Medicare supplement marketing boost that was sent out. Are your parents paying too much for Medigap? And this has been very helpful to generate those lead requests, quote requests, And here's another, we have an example of some of the reporting. If you have contacts maybe in your CRM, you can also consider adding those contacts to share the various marketing booths. If you have any questions or you need support with creating your digital marketing account, send your questions to americo@insurancedrip.com. I'm going to leave this up on the screen for just a moment here, so if you are taking notes and you need help to create that digital marketing account or need help with access or uploading the various contacts, simply reach out to us, give us a call at 800-231-0801. We can help you, or send those specific questions to americo@insurancedrip.com. We can research and reply, reach out to you if needed. Now, if you are contracted to write Medicare Supplement, in order to efficiently manage your business, if you want to check the status of your pending cases and you want to see those specific policy details, the first step would be go to www.americo.com and log in to the agent portal. This is important, and it just makes it a lot easier rather than calling in and asking for specific policy details. You can check from the Medicare Supplement Portal dashboard. So here we have an example of your agent portal dashboard. If you're contracted with Americo to write Medicare Supplement, those agents have access to a special blue button over here on the right-hand side. This is also where you access Americo's e-application. The majority of our business is submitted by e-application. It's an excellent practice management solution to implement in 2019. This is for agents that want to get paid faster, qualify for the U-First rewards, receive that instant underwriting decision right there at the point of sale on open enrollment, fully underwritten business. Simply click on the blue button. The next screen that will populate is your Medicare Supplement Portal dashboard. So I just want to highlight some important areas that you want to take note of. Of course, everybody wants to check their compensation. We want to help you make more money in 2019, qualify for that 8% bonus that's paid out monthly now for those agents that qualify. So on the left-hand side, this is where you can track all your earnings. To see those specific policy details, simply click on Message Center. And then over here on the right-hand side, we have the links for the e-application. This will ensure that you have all the current state-specific forms, any variations. The e-application does all the work for you, just with a few fields you enter. It's very sophisticated. It'll be able to determine, just based on the applicant's date of birth and their Part B date, if it's an open enrollment case, for example. We also have a link right below e-application where it says Demo e-application. This will allow you to take a test drive and be comfortable, confident before you're in front of a client. Maybe you want to reach more clients that need Medicare Supplement, clients that are remote. Consider using the email signature process or the voice signature process for the e-app. That's both available. Both of those options are available for remote clients. Now, once you click on e-application, the next screen that populates will provide you with four different buttons to choose from, where you can search applications maybe that you've already submitted, continue with an application that maybe you started but not finished, if you need to return to the agent portal. Today I wanted to share what the e-application looks like. If you click on New Quote, Start a New Application, the screen that we're looking at now, there's just a few fields, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 9 fields. And this is what makes your life easier, is once you enter this information, click on Get Quote. This next screen will populate with the plans that are available in that state. And the 2 premiums to offer your client would either be monthly bank draft or annual direct bill. And this will ensure that you're quoting the accurate premium for your client. And every step of the way, you and your client will know where you're at in the process. It just makes it very quick and easy. The entire process takes maybe 15, 20 minutes, depending on the complexity of the case that you're working on, and you're done. Versus compared to paper applications, sometimes we can't read handwriting, or if you accidentally skip over a field. The nice feature with Americo's e-application, it will not allow you to do that. It's a fail-proof, good-proof system, and once you've completed each section of the application, you have these nice helpful icons that will provide you with a green check mark that you've got the green light to go on to the next section. Now, the health questions, this saves you valuable time because now all of our health questions are knockout questions. If you've not taken a look at us in a while, this is what provides that instant underwriting decision right there at the point of sale. So it's a great way to get familiar with these health questions, the various look-back periods with the demo, e-applications. If you have any questions that come up, reach out to us. That's what we're here for. But what you'll find is after careful review of each health question with the applicant, they can reflect on that question. And then as long as they answer no to all these health questions, you can continue with submitting the application. Now, if they answer yes to one of these health questions, now this is for a fully underwritten case, of course, that would mean that they're not eligible for America's Medicare supplement, so you could stop right there. So they're all knockout questions. They need to be answered no, and then your client would sign their health information authorization form. This allows America to run the prescription check. And then from here, simply click on Continue to move forward. Now, if you're like me and you accidentally skip over a field that's required to complete, you're multitasking, having that client conversation. Here's an example of the icon where you need to go back and complete that section before you start the signing options. So we've got all green check marks for these sections of the application, and we would just simply go back, complete the payment section to move forward, and then when you get to the signing options, this is the exciting part, because there's many signing options to choose from. If you were to print out the application that you just completed with your applicant, it looks very professional in the eyes of the client. It's legible, in good order, no missing information. This is where you could have your client wet sign, if desired, and fax in the application to America's Medicare Supplement Division or mail it in, for example. The other option, email signature. This is a great way to reach clients that are remote. Simply send them an email. As long as they have their own email address, the system is very sophisticated. We'll be able to determine their IP address. And then once they sign the health authorization form, we can run that prescription check. You can receive that instant underwriting decision. Your client can receive immediate coverage. So it's been very popular because from there, once they receive their welcome letter, their ID cards immediately, they can manage their policy online, check the status of their claims. So it's also been very popular. Email signature, voice signature works great for our clients that are not only remote, but you can consider using voice signature for clients that are face-to-face if desired. And the last signing option would be signature pad. That just means your client is face-to-face. It doesn't matter what type of device that you have. It could be a computer with a mouse, it could be iPad, touchscreen. It simply means your client is face-to-face. You would choose the signature pad option. So let's look at those buttons so you know what to expect. So print documents, there is a few requirements that I just want to mention. A wet signature is required if you submit a disability case to America or a guarantee issue case. So that would mean that none of these other signing options would be available. If you have a disability guaranteed issue case, it also includes if you're writing Missouri Anniversary Replacement business, requires a wet signature. Simply click on Print Documents and then fax in that application to America's Medicare Supplement Division. Now, the next signing option, where there's a variation, is the voice signature. It is available in all states where Americo is approved for the e-application for Medicare supplement, with the exception it's not available in the state of Florida. Now, if we were to click on print documents, the next screen, I just want to highlight a few of the reasons why these signing options are so popular. You have various options to choose from. Some of the common questions that we receive here at Americo: where should the paper policy be mailed? You can choose either agent or applicant, then click on continue. And then the next screen that will populate, as you can see here on the left-hand side, these are the documents signed by the applicant. So there's 3 documents that are required to be signed. This is for a fully underwritten case. So you have the application, the bank authorization form, for monthly bank draft. If it's fully underwritten, they need to sign the health authorization form that allows Americo to run the prescription check. With just a click of this button here in the middle, the blue button, the status of the document will change over here on the right from required in red, and it will change to reviewed in green. So it's very easy, quick and easy to run through. We have an example of that. Complete in good order application, the paper application that can be wet signed. The next signing option, email signature. This is a great way to reach remote clients very quickly. You attest that you're the agent of record and all the information taken was accurate and provided by the applicant. The email address for your applicant will automatically populate. This is the email address that you entered on the e-app. Now, if you have maybe a couple and they're both applying for Americo's Medicare supplement policy, and they both want to use they both want to use the same email address, in that instance, the agent would override and create a unique user ID, because each applicant would need to have their own unique user ID if they're using the same email address. The next question is, if approved, the applicant would like the policy delivered either electronically or paper mail. Both those options are available. Where should the policy be mailed? Either to the agent or the applicant, and then click on continue. So here we have an example. If they desire to use the same email address, simply create that unique user ID. And this has been popular for clients that want to receive their policy electronically, welcome letter, ID cards, immediate coverage, check the status of their claims online, voice signature. This is the next signing option. I attest that I'm the agent of record and I've accurately recorded the information supplied by the agent. I acknowledge that I'm responsible for sending the outline of coverage and or any state-specific forms. I've advised the applicant that voice signing the application will involve a phone call with Americo's Medicare Supplement Division, where the information that you just entered on the e-application will need to be re-reviewed with your applicant, such as important notices, disclaimers, authorization language will be played. It's always important to let your applicant know what to expect. And then if approved, you decide where you want to have that delivered, where the policy should be mailed. And then to collect that voice signature, you have some options here, some choices. Select a future date and time, or applicant will call now, for example. Just keep in mind that America's Medicare Supplement Division, to collect that verbal signature, we are available to support Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So if it happens to be later or on the weekend when you submit that e-application, you may want to select a future date and time for your applicant. Simply click on the drop-down arrow, select which time that they desire, the phone number, if there's an alternate phone number, very easy. Now, the most common option that's elected is applicant will call now. If you were to choose applicant will call now, this next screen that will populate will have a yellow banner at the bottom of the page. You have selected Call Now. The number and extension will be provided after you submit the application. So after you submit the application, here's an example. The number will be at the top of the page, highlighted in yellow with the extension for your client to call and provide their verbal signature. And here we have an example of the various forms, documents for the applicant to voice sign. And the entire process takes maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Again, just it's great to let your clients know what to expect. The first set of questions, Americo will, we will confirm the identification questions, confirm the applicant's name, social, date of birth. So it may seem a little bit redundant, but we just want to confirm that they understand the plan, the premium that they are applying for. If it is a fully underwritten case, we will ask for their verbal authorization so we can run the prescription check. And then lastly, if they're paying by monthly bank draft, we will have your client provide their verbal signature for the bank authorization form and the voice signature for the application. The last signing option, real quickly, let's take a look at signature pad. This is for clients that are face-to-face. So if you're using a computer with a mouse, that's what I used here in my example. The first question is provide agent signature, so you would simply draw that with your mouse. If you have a stylus pen, iPad, touchscreen device, and then answer the additional questions. If approved, the applicant would like the policy delivered electronic, paper, mail. Where should the policy be mailed? Then click on continue. Every step of the way, you and your client will know where you're at. The next screen that populates is the consent to do business with Americo electronically. So your client will need to agree. There's a button on the right-hand corner. And here we have an example of once you click on the document, the status will change from required in red to green, reviewed. So you know when to move forward. You can't get ahead of yourself, for example. And then the next screen would be the binding agreement disclosure. The nice feature about this is your client only needs to sign one time. We save that signature, and then with the click of the mouse, or click with this button here on the right-hand side, provide signature, all of these documents can be signed. So here we've got an example of the client, the applicant has signed, save signature. The following documents you are about to sign electronically are the application, the authorization form, the bank authorization form. Your signature's been saved. We click on Sign Documents, and then we receive the confirmation that all of these documents have been signed. Now, after today's training, if you go back here to the microsite and you want to see the step-by-step process for any of these signing options, simply go to Materials and Training. If you have a little extra time over the weekend, take a look at the e-app and voice signature guide here. This will provide you with answers to all your questions that come up. We also have a training, an in-depth training on the free marketing booth that is available, access to the marketing booth, the digital marketing account that I talked about earlier. You have pre-approved client brochures, client lead letters, client lead advertisements. There's a very comprehensive underwriting guide that's available, training video, and to answer one of the questions in the chat box, if you joined us late, that's www.americomedstop.com. There's no user ID or password. Oops. Okay, so with the e-application, here's an example of the electronic welcome letter and ID cards that have been very popular with clients. They simply click on the link and they can open up their documents, so it's very professional. They receive that immediate coverage. Thank you, your policy's been successfully activated. Your clients will appreciate you for that immediate coverage. And here we have the microsite again. If you click on contact information, from the microsite, you have our various departments for America's Medicare Supplement Division right here available at your fingertips. If you're new to Americo and you need to access contracting forms, for example, that's no problem. Let's click on Contract with Americo. We have those new agent contracting packets. Open up those documents, complete, submit to your IMO. If you're already contracted for life and annuity, you want to add Medicare supplement, that's no problem. Simply click on that second link here. If you have questions regarding the You First rewards, we have all those details after today's training that you can quickly access. Once we click on the blue button, you have those the qualification period. There's still plenty of time to qualify, and anything that we can do to help you meet and exceed your individual goals. We look forward to the opportunity to support your business. We have many microsites that offer you excellent cross-selling solutions. You may want to consider adding to your toolbox. These have been very popular because you can quickly access training, application, everything you need to get started, especially for the senior market. You may want to, definitely want to take a look at lifetimelegacymadeeasy.com. This, your clients will appreciate this solution. It's a solution that many clients need and want, and it will help you dramatically increase your sales and earnings with just one case. We also have another excellent cross-selling solution for Medicare supplement clients that we're seeing high approvals with Survivor Income Protector. That's a Social Security income replacement solution. If your client needs a final expense, we have two portfolios, very competitive portfolios for final expense, younger clients right here. And one of the tips that I share is if I bring up this microsite that we have at the top here, so you don't have to worry about being a speed writer and writing all of these down. If you take note of just the first one, AmericoSalesSolutions.com, I'll click on AmericoSalesSolutions.com, and here we have it divided by market. If I click on seniors, if I click here on the left-hand side, additional resources, here's where you have access to all of those microsites. If you need a competitive life solution for a younger client, or you want to take a look at LifetimeLegacyMadeEasy.com, it's available right here. So I know I covered a lot of information. We're excited for you to get started with America's Medicare Supplement. We want to thank you for your time today. We know your time is valuable, especially at the beginning of the year, so thank you so much for joining us today. We hope this has been helpful, and there is a short survey. If you could complete that, that helps us get to know you better and improve our training, provide you with additional sales support that you need as well. If you have any questions, please enter those in the chat box. And if not, I think I'm not seeing any additional questions, so I'm going to go ahead and be respectful of everyone's time. Thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Good luck and great selling out there.